Hello Minecraft, this is Takeanarrow, and today I am on the CT server. I know it hasn't been on, I've been on for a while. Well, I've been on, but I haven't done any recording in a while. I pretty much haven't done much since since the last episode with the zombie arena. I'm pretty much finished up there, a little bit to do, but nothing important. So I've pretty much just been gathering resources and setting up a few more farms just to make that process go a little bit faster. So I'll show you a few of the things I've done. And we're playing on the 1.7.2 patch at the moment, so this is one of them for the 1.7 update. It's a automatic, an AFK fishing setup. Basically the idea is you'll target the door and you can hold down right click, but you can change the control settings and have that as spacebar or something, and drop something heavy on it so you can go away and it will automatically fish for you. The deal is if you flick it on, this door will start opening and closing. And hang on. Get out of here. Ooh, potato. So the deal is, what happens is when you throw out the fishing rod, with holding the right click, the first right click, or as you're holding it, first you throw your line out, and then normally you try and retract it, but because you're facing this door, you actually start trying to open the door, but because it's an iron door, obviously you can't open it. So what actually happens is the lure will sit in the water and until you catch a fish. When you catch a fish, what will happen is it'll jump up, trigger the tripwire, which will open the door, and then you'll stop trying to open the door yourself, and that will actually cause you to retract the your fishing line with the fish on it. The fish should drop into the hopper, which then gets put into there. So yeah, and then basically once the lure's gone from there, the tripwire will drop down and the door will stay closed again, and then you'll be able to throw out your line again, and that process is repeated. And the other thing is this one here, you put your fishing rods in there, and what will actually happen is every time you catch a fish, it'll spit out another rod, like kind of assuming that your rod may have broken. So normally there's a door there, it'll hit the door, and if your rod broke, then you'll pick up the rod, otherwise it'll drop into the hopper, which is below this, and get recycled back into there. Yeah, this is where you throw your rods into anyway. So at the moment I've got nothing in here. I've only spent a few hours AFK on that thing. I'll show you. I think this is all the loot I've got from it, so nothing too flash. I haven't really been fishing with any good rods. I think I've only had one that's had luck of the sea or whatever it is, but the main reason I want it, that's actually pretty reasonable, but main reason I wanted to do it was because I was hoping to get a nice easy way to get books rather than having to go farming at the XP grinder for them. So yeah, I won't keep this here. I just wanted to set this up just to give it a go. And yeah, the other thing is I've been having a bit of a tidy up, trying to be a bit more decorative around the place. So I added the snow golems in here with the new stained glass, which I think looks pretty cool. This also helps me with mobs. Any mobs that start walking down here, these guys will attack. What else have I done? Oh yeah, I just changed this up so I didn't have little dirt walls there. I can easily get out and in. Had a little path up here. I've been growing. I was harvesting this wood for a while for all my logs, and every time the saplings, I just plant them, more and more thicker. So this forest starts to get pretty thick, and this is one of the bigger things that I've been working on, but I'll show it off in a minute. Yeah, I just threw a few mushrooms around because I like the look of it, and the what's that called? The roof forest. I think it looks pretty cool. I might have gone a little bit overboard though. The swamp looks really crap now. It's so yeah, I also added in a big portal over here. This will be kind of like the entranceway for everyone else. I've got a little, my one will stay inside though, so that I can safely get out at night time. Also lit it up a lot more as well, but as you can see I've still got tons to go. And all these sheep here, it's pretty loud. That's this was for the entranceway to the mob arena. I need a lot because I'll show that off shortly anyway. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've done around here. I'll show you one thing before I show the gold farm off. I just set up a small, what do you call it? Tree farm. Nothing. I've also been growing this mycelium as well, just so I can farm that. Over here I just set up a tree farm. It's one that doesn't require bone meal because I don't have a lot of bone meal really. Just plant the saplings and that grow. You can come in here with my wood chipper. Destroy all these, then basically you can walk away and then the saplings. Because one thing I don't like is having you want to make sure you've got enough saplings so that next time you don't have to wait around for saplings to drop to replant everything. So what have I got here? 59. Yeah, so this is working pretty well. So basically what you do is you kill all the trees, then down here is a is just this minecart with hopper runs around on these tracks picking up any saplings, because obviously the hopper and the minecart can actually pick up through, let me get out of here now, through a one block. So that's the only way that I'm aware of that you can actually, because normally a hopper will only go through like a half slab or slow sand. It won't pick items up through a full block, but in mine, a hopper and a minecart is able to. I guess it's because it might be sitting up a little bit higher since it's in a minecart, and then basically it just runs over these hoppers. It'll drop it in the hoppers, it gets filtered down to here, and basically it's just a item detector, sends a pulse, pumps it up into the chest. So yeah, that's been running for a little bit. Now I need to repair this. So there we go. Yeah, so basically that's been helping me out, because one thing I do struggle with is getting wood. No, I don't really like the ones that require bone meal, because I just find they need a lot of bone meal, and if I want to AFK grind on anything, I don't really want to be doing it like a skelly farm. But yeah. Yeah, so I've been doing a ton of branch mining as well. Just getting some redstone and some iron, because basically once I finished the mob farm I was completely out of that. And then I was considering building a mob farm, but I decided to build this instead, which is a gold farm. I was watching a video from JL, who's on the ZipCrowd server. He built something similar. He built his a lot higher though, and he had a ghast running around the outside, and that's actually loud. Oh no. Alright, well Well, anyway, basically the rule is with these large portals is actually increasing the amount of zombie pigment spawns quite a lot compared to the smaller, what are they, 3x4 portals or 2x3 if you actually, yeah, 2x3. Basically what happens is the game checks each portal block, so it's actually based on the portal blocks, not the obsidian at the bottom, whether or not a pigment can spawn. And this is actually pretty cool because it ignores all the mob cap, because it works independently from that. It's checking these portal blocks, not, you know, it's not worrying about how many mobs there are in the world. So this thing could actually cause the server quite a lot of lag if it gets backlogged, and which I was having a problem with before, but I'll show you what happens. Basically there's 52 giant portals like this in here, and they're set up so that, you know, I've got these. Actually, can I go to the top? That might be a better view. Come on. Sweet. Alright, so yeah, this is basically the arrangement. There's 2 in each row, and there's also 8 around the perimeter. Then there's 44, so 22 rows of this. So this took a lot of obsidian to mine. It is pretty painful actually. We don't have an obsidian generator like the wither one. That would have made it a lot easier, but you know, it's all been worth it really. And the rates have been pretty good as well. So yeah, the idea is zombie pigmen will spawn down there like that, and then they should walk off. The only problem is that you need to be within range to walk off. That's why JL designed his minecart, Gus in a minecart, which should actually drive around knocking all the pigmen off the portal edges. But his design, you could only do it on the, yeah, you could only do it at the perimeter one. So I think his was like 3 or 4 times higher and wider as well. So it was pretty big. But he didn't have these portals in the middle, and that would make it so that you'd only have to be within 128 blocks, because once you go outside 128 blocks, the zombie pigmen will automatically despawn. And yeah, so you know, obviously there's benefits and downsides to this design over his design. I need to watch this as well, because if I'm in the area but not close enough to the portal, it's possible that this place will fill up with pigment along the obsidian down the bottom of the portal. I do notice that sometimes they do knock each other out, but you know, you could still get a lot on there without them knocking each other off. And there being 52 portals, there's a lot of pigment, which could cause a lot of server lag. But yeah, so that's why I added the track around the outside. So basically I'll go AFK and just sit in a minecart, and basically eventually I'll get within 24, I think it's 24 blocks of all the portals. So, you know, the pigment might freeze out on these ones for a little bit, but as soon as the minecart comes around this area, he should walk off. And as you can see, I added trapdoors on the outside, but when I built this, I was lining them up as I was going, and I noticed that the pigmen didn't really need that. So I think this is to do with their pathing, similar to the one that I had on my mob farm with the creeper. But I've noticed, you know, I mean, we've been standing up here, we've seen a few drop off already, so I don't actually think it needs the trapdoors, which is pretty good, because trapdoors are actually really expensive to make for what they are really. I mean, it's 3 planks per per trapdoor, which, you know, if I was to fill this in, that's a lot of wood. But yeah, so this thing here, it's been giving me pretty good rates. I'll just jump down the bottom. And I still need to do a bit of work. I want to, at the moment, I'm pretty much falling off. When I'm in the minecart, I have to just jump off, and sometimes I won't land on the track. I just drop to my depth, but it's fine. It's not like I really care about depths anyway. But I do want to sort that out so that I'll flick a switch, and then this track will actually turn into this one here, and then that'll make me stop. And then basically I'll get out here. I'll build a little platform so I won't fall to my depth, obviously, especially into that hole. And then the minecart will be ready for use next time. But yeah, I'll jump down here. Oh, no. Like that. And I'll probably get a little bit of lag for a bit. Should be alright. So yeah, that's probably the next thing I'll sort out as well. Oh no, I had a lot of stuff on me too. Hopefully, what's that? Ender pearls. Yeah, I wouldn't mind picking them up again. What else was down there? Nothing. I thought this was something else. So yeah, basically what happens is the pigment get gathered up into the center, and then there's a drop. 24 block drop. They die on top of a hopper. Well, about 9 hoppers, because like I was saying, I had to make this a 3x3 drop now, because the 1x1 was basically just backing up, and this place was getting pretty full of pigment. Like, it was pretty much that shaded area would have been full of pigment. But yeah, and then yesterday I added in a filter for the zombie flesh, just because I don't really want to be gathering that. There's no point to that. So yeah, and then it all clicks in here. Yeah, so as you can see, it gets that's just from today, and the server shuts down. I'm not sure, so I'm not sure how many. I really need to time this thing again. I did it when I only had about 10 portals, and I think I got about 9 stacks. So 10, so times that by 5. So I should get about 45 stacks now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost a chest. But I'd have to run it up again to see exactly how well it works. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start eating the golden carrots now, just because it's better for what do you call that? I can't remember now. Yeah, well they'll be there anyway. So oh, it's bothering me now. I'll just leave it. Yeah, so that's pretty much close to finish. I don't know what I'm going to work on next. I was thinking about working on a mob farm, but Riley, really said he was going to make one, and he's actually going to make the same type that I was going to make, which is it's the one that the guys on the Zip crowd make, the one with the basically you got a row of pressure plates, and then the mobs will spawn in there, and it'll actually drop water in and push them off. So it's it's similar to the one that you stand on a pressure plate and it just pushes the mob out with a piston, but This just allows for more spawning space with less resources, but it guarantees that they get pushed off because the water pushes them off, rather than, you know, the one that I've got set up over there where they need to walk off, and if they don't walk off within a certain amount of time, then you got to wait for them to despawn. So at first I don't really like it because I thought that with the water being in the chambers, it'll, you know, during that time no mobs can spawn in there, but I don't think that that's really gonna. If you have enough of these, it's not gonna reduce the rates that much anyway, and it's a lot more resource friendly. So yeah, I think it would work out pretty well actually. So that's why I've got all this stuff on me as well. I'm actually gonna shoot over to his place, well, where he's building it. I'm gonna drop this off for him to use, and because I'm hoping he doesn't mind me using it whenever I need to. I really don't like that other one. I mean, it's alright for what it is. Very economical for when you first, you know, starting out on mob farms, but yeah, it's pretty average later on when you've got a lot. And I hate these fucking things. Man, that is annoying. So yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll shoot back into the nether hub, and yeah, we'll go have a quick look at the entrance to the zombie arena, and go check out where Riley plans to build this mob farm. So back in a minute. Alright, and here we are. This is the entrance. I need to fix some of it up though. Where are we? That one, and then replace all this. Originally, I planned to use the block of coal, but that was going to take quite an effort to finish off. You know, the wall's not too bad either. Oh, just break my signs. I'll fix them up later. And the reason that I wanted to use the coal rather than the wool, yeah, so basically the reason that I wanted to put the coal and not the wool is as you're walking along. Actually, you can't even hear it now. I need to turn this up. Ambient? Player. Ambient. Actually, what's the deal there? Why is that so quiet? Which one is move blocks? Blocks? Okay, yeah, so it's pretty minor, but it did annoy me, and that's gonna annoy me as well. Okay, so basically as you're walking along, you can hear quite a bit of a difference when you walk from the wool to the redstone block, so I'll give it a go. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know if you can hear it, but oh, there's tons here too. Whoa, there's actually a lot of it. Yeah. Yeah, well actually that's doing it now. It seems pretty tiny, but yeah, I was probably getting a bit too fussy there. I'm not going to change all this, so I might do that later on. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how this turned out with the spiral and that. You know, it's kind of dark and gloomy leading into the zombie arena. So it goes the whole length as well. I won't go down there though because I still need to fix some of the some of the stuff down there. And I need to change this now. No, actually, okay. So now I need to find Riley's place. I know I used to have a path in the roof, so we shall. This way? Yeah, this way. So he said that he built it near his place, but yeah, that was his originally. So. Oh, and I didn't grab my ender pearls. Yeah, alright, we just pillar up. And I'm probably going to get shot by a ghast. Oh, no, don't shoot me. Right, yeah. Yeah, he probably took out someone's windows or something. It must be this way. Yeah, looks like he's building a path over here. Oh, what's this? Was this a ladder up? Nope, what is that for? Maybe just a marker, I don't know. Alright. So if we head down here, hopefully it leads to his mob farm. I think he said it was close to the zero coordinates, must be 0x. No, I think it was about 1,000 blocks out. Alright, what do we got up here? Some ice. Here. This is definitely a path. Ooh. That must be it. Yeah, that must be it. It's closer to 0. Let's have a look anyway. Is that an ocean? So, okay, yeah, this must be it. Yeah, that looks like some material. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I will just drop this off here. That obviously is how you make a piston. Pressure plates, some ice, and some cobblestone. Yeah, I'll just leave a. Alright. Wait, is that how you spell present? Oh, whatever. Okay, yeah. This looks like a. Whoa, yeah, that's right. Don't do that. Yeah, I wonder how far away. He must be building out that way. There's some land just over here. And land just over there. So yeah, this should be pretty cool. Pretty useful as well once it's finished. But I think I'm gonna run back to my base now, and not sure. I may have something else to show, but I'll go back there anyway. Alright, so I just wanted to do a quick tutorial of how the mob system works. This is from the Zip Crowd. I think it was in their last SMP series, so not the one that they're doing at the moment. But basically, this is roughly the design here. This is all can be changed, like how many pads you have for them to spawn on. up to 8 blocks long, so, or as short as you want, and it's also modular as well, so you can build, you know, as many of these little chambers as you want. They can stack pretty closely on top of each other and beside each other, and yeah, it's a pretty cool design. Like I was saying before, it's a lot more resource per spawning space friendly, so you can have up to 8 spawning spots per piston that you use, well, per piston and torch you use, as well as ice or water, whatever you want to do it. So basically what happens is the mob will spawn on top of the pressure plates, then the pressure plates, except I must float, you must float when you, oh no, I am off it, yeah. So what happens is the pressure plates send a signal to a stone, which gets a redstone torch, which gets inverted, retracting that piston, allowing the water, which is just up here, to flow, and it will push the mob off into a giant drop if you want to drop them, or you might be able to pick them up in a water conveyor and deal with them later, or whatever you want to do. So yeah, this is basically how this works, and it's not too bad resource wise really. I mean, obviously you need pistons. It's good because you don't need sticky pistons, you can just use normal pistons, a little bit of redstone, some pressure plates and some water, and just some, obviously, the building blocks. These signs, you won't need them if you make it 8 long, and basically the length that the water will go. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for today. I think I'm going to leave it there, and yeah, if you've enjoyed, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.